The boy never expected that his fiancée looked gentle on the outside, but her ambition level was as high as 80. Being able to see other people's talent was Jack's natural ability, and it was at age 9 that his father told him he had a fiancée. But the moment they met, his expectations disappeared. Thinking about her possible goal, she might be trying to take over his family's territory. Jack felt uneasy just as he became alert, and noticed she kept staring at him without speaking. Lisha thought there might be something on her face.
きっとリシア様のお顔が綺麗で見とれていらっしゃるのですよ。
But being cute was not enough to affect Jack, so he decided to observe her carefully. At that moment, Liz walked by. The butler was about to say, "Is this not one of those lower-class people?" But the next second he was scolded by Lisha. She pointed out that Liz was a warrior of Jack's family, who had achieved many victories in battle, and she would not allow insults like that. She ordered the butler to apologize. Seeing this, Jack showed no reaction on the outside, but inside he thought she was just acting, and waited for her to slip up. That was his plan. But no matter what she said or did, he could not find any flaw. Lisha was polite in every detail, and quickly got along with the servants. As a genius with political talent reaching 100, she was very skilled at dealing with people. If Jack did not have his ability, he might have liked her already. This scene was also noticed by his newly recruited strategist. Although he thought Lisha was attractive and polite, he still felt something was off. Charlotte felt the same, but for a different reason. She was jealous. Then because Lisha wanted to visit the town, Jack agreed to take her. Along the way, many residents became curious about the girl beside him. After he introduced her as his fiancée, Lisha responded with a polite smile, which made the locals like her instantly. They even said the two matched well. Jack could only smile in response. He could not say this might be a threat to his territory. Just then, an argument broke out nearby. Out of curiosity, Jack asked around. It turned out, two people were arguing over a magic stone delivery. A craftsman ordered fire stones, but the supplier brought sound stones instead, because the deal was only verbal. The mistake caused a dispute. As the future lord, Jack knew he should step in and solve it.
できなければ
こいつ無能ですわ。もうランデルクは私のもの。
絶対に失敗できないぞ。
While he was thinking what to do, Lisha said she had a solution. If she solved it, she wanted Jack to agree to one request. Before he could ask what it was, she walked up to the two men. First she told them continuing to fight would only hurt their faces. Then she introduced herself calmly as the future lady of the territory and Jack's fiancé, and said she came to resolve the issue. The moment she said that, both men were convinced. While being surprised that Jack had such a fiancé, Lisha gave her solution. She said her family would buy the shadow stones. In her territory shadow stones were rare, so she would offer a higher price. As for fire stones, her land had volcanoes everywhere, so she could sell them at a lower price. After explaining this, she added that the idea came from Jack. Whether true or not, the conflict was resolved, and both men thanked Jack sincerely, saying he cared about common people. After everyone left, Jack admitted to himself that Lisha's political skills were impressive. Time passed until sunset, and the thing he feared most happened. Lisha did not forget that Jack owed her a request.
これからする質問に正直に答えていただきたいのです。
はい。
アルス様はどのような人がお好きなのでしょうか。
何その質問。
This made Jack even more confused. He could not understand her true intention. But for Jack, this was also a chance. Since he could not outsmart her, he decided to be direct. He said he liked people who did not hide things, and who could speak honestly. After he said that, the air went quiet. But Lisha only said she would keep it in mind. Then she turned and left. Night came quickly, since she was a guest. A large dinner was prepared, and a party was held that night. Everyone enjoyed the evening, but Jack still could not figure her out. And the next day she would leave. While Jack planned to test her again tomorrow, he lifted his blanket that night, and found a surprise inside. His reaction was exactly what Lisha expected. She told him to stay quiet, and said she came here secretly. The reason she came was to see his surprised reaction, but the real reason was because Jack said he liked honest people. So she came to talk directly. She had a hidden ability. By reading facial expressions, she could tell what others felt, even if they tried to hide it. So when she first met Jack, she sensed his suspicion, which was not strange at a first meeting, and she believed that after a few minutes of talking, anyone would lower their guard. But no matter how she tried to guide the conversation, or used her usual smile, Jack's suspicion only grew, and in the end he even asked for honesty, so she could not understand what exactly he doubted about her. When asked this, Jack considered pretending not to know, but after observing her all day, and seeing her current unease, he decided to tell the truth, that he could see people's talents, and since her ambition was extremely high, he suspected she had a hidden plan. After hearing this, Lisha finally understood. Although Jack misunderstood her a little, he was not completely wrong, because she did have ambition.
どんな野心をお持ちなのですか。
言わせるのですか。女が持つ野心なんて素晴らしい男性に見初められること以外ありません。